hopefully we'll be picking the right. We're gonna have a good look anyway, regardless. But all the prizes, they're good. It's just not. Well, it's clearly not things we just need to get rid of. We won't do that.
No.
These are good gifts. These are impressive. Okay, but it's not even out yet. So there you go. So Jill, what is? Oh, shall I look at these designs first of all?
They're the new designs. We did run out on the first show, but my printer called over lunch, and there are some on their way this next week.
Fantastic.
So I can get some more out.
So dispatch on the 24th of June. Then we're going to say that just delayed delivery or extended delivery. But that's look, John, I'm holding them here. Let's actually look at one properly.
This is what they look like.
These are really pretty. So that's. Oh, that'll give you an idea of the design, so no drawing. And when they're actually finished, they look like this.
This is my favourite. I love this one.
Is that with the carpet?
Yeah, I was really excited.
They're
As
beautiful.
I said to Yanis this morning, I saw these on the ferry on the way to Shetland.
Right.
So it was a nice smooth. It was a nice smooth journey. Yeah.
I've got to say that is beautiful. The ripples in the water.
It's still even got the pen lines in that haven't been washed out yet. That's how new it is.
That's how new. Jill, that's beautiful. That's my favourite one, actually.
Can you see how stiff it is?
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Well, this is Japanese linen that we have in the kits.
Right.
And it's got one layer of the interfacing on that we draw the design on, and then I put another layer of interfacing on. So it's basically, that will now sit into a canvas. It'll sit into a picture frame now.
We'll do that.
And it's nice and stiff. It's like a good piece of card.
It's so nice. Honestly, it's the process. You dwell in the moment there. You enjoy the moment of doing this, and it's very mindful.
Got to tell you about these.
Go on.
Colonial knots.
Right.
I've just done some teaching in the Shetland Islands, and I must have done thousands of these things. Got to the class, sat down, the lady said, "Can you show me a colonial knot?" And I went, no.
No.
No idea. No. Cannot think for the life of me how to do that. And I had to research it on YouTube to show how to do it.
Are they easy to do?
They're a doddle, but I just could not remember.
Once you know how, isn't it?
So I felt so bad. I thought, this lady's not going to believe I know how to do these.
Right.
So I did this one on the boat, and I sent her a photograph and said, look, I can do
Oh, brilliant. Good on you. I bet she was pleased. You do get a lot of different designs, actually, in the book. So, yes, 16 for £11.99. It's a 737841. Can we copy these so we can use more than once?
I have no issue on my stuff with copyright.
That's
all of the designs are traditional designs, so that the variations.
Yes.
So I have no problem with any of my kits if you want to
That
do
is
them for
wonderful,
selling or
Jill.
remaking.
We love that. That's very generous. And again, 16 designs, good value for money. So what's the first thing you'd like to actually show us this hour then?
Right. What I want to show you is, if we can have a look just at the table runner.
Yes.
As is, and then I can explain what it's all about.
Lovely, isn't it?
So
bring it in. Yeah.
This is the length of the table run. It's a good length.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do the full length, of course, you can use the fabric table mats, or
of course, yeah.
You can even make the kinchaku bag with the bits that are left over. So it's a way of using little bits of fabric. This one is slightly different. This is mine from home.
Okay.
Because the one I was supposed to bring on is sat on the back of the chair at home.
Okay.
Okay. So this is mine.
This is roughly the rough idea.
This is the same, exactly the same, but my fabrics are a bit different.
I see.
The reason my fabrics are a bit different is most of them are 100 years old.
What? Oh, really? Is that true?
So, the fabric's really, really special in these ones.
That's 100 years old?
It's 100 years old, yeah.
Wow.
This is modern, the brown is modern, and the blue at the bottom is 100 years old. Indigo dye, the theory behind indigo is it repels insects.
Oh, right.
So it supposedly stops moths and also snakes, which is always useful.
Right, I can't keep forgetting.
It's so useful, isn't it?
Not here in Oundle. or
not unless you can swim today.
Yeah, exactly. Didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
So it repels snakes.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, there you go.
There you are. Next time you're against an anaconda next time you're battling with a cobra in Kettering.
So it's just a method of patching things together.
Yeah.
And the reason it's different is, normally when you've patched things together like this, you would follow the lines of the design and stitch around the panels. But in this tablecloth, we've completely gone off-piste.
Right, okay.
This may not work for people with OCD who, want to...
I do like straight things, but
yeah,
no. But
this really works when you look at it.
But it's the consistency.
Yeah, so you're getting it equal, but it's not necessarily on the same places.
Yes, I know what you mean.
Block.
Yeah.
So with this one, what we do, I'll show you how to put the blocks together. And show you how to do the backing, and then it's a case of just choosing your own designs, taking the designs from some of the booklets we have, like this one, making them up. There's no reason you can't make.
It's
up your
quite
own
you
designs.
sort of freestyle it.
Absolutely.
To a degree. What a great thing to begin with, actually, isn't it?
It's easy. There's no curves, like I said, and there's a really easy way to do the backing that doesn't involve doing lots of edges.
Right.
And that's all in the kit.
It's all in the kit there.
Easy peasy.
So we've got books on the show, but this is the actual table runner.
Yeah, it's so nice to do. You can do this
very
in
smart.
probably 2 or 3 nights.
Oh, really?
And you can get it done. Yeah.
Well, again, once you get into the spirit of it, it's very addictive. It really, really can be.
The fabric in the kit is actually 5 or 6 times better than this. This is just lining fabric that I use.
Right. Okay.
But it's actually linen in the kit,
In
so
the
it's
actual
better fabric.
table runner kit.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
So if we pop
Very
that to
nice.
one side.
Yep.
Like I said, what I chose for all of the kits are things based on sashiko designs.
Yeah.
So we've got Asanoha, which are these 3. This one, strictly speaking, isn't a sashiko design unless you take the actual shape from it. Then you've got the rabbits with Segaha, and then Asanoha. So it's even the individual bits are sashiko before you've stitched onto them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what we need to do.
By the way, sorry, the bag kit, the blue lining is actually limited stock. Been flying out, and when that's gone, it's gone. Just a heads up that when that's gone, no more today. Okay, just to let you know, they're £24.49. Thanks for that, Jill.
Right, so in the kit you obviously get your pieces of fabric. It tells you exactly what size to cut them to.
Yeah.
The lovely man who was working opposite me this morning.
Oh, John Lockwood.
John, I brought a ruler in centimetres and I can't do centimetres.
No.
I'm old, so I do inches.
I
So
like inches.
he cut me all of my nice templates out in inches for me.
Oh, he's a
nice
good lad.
man.
He's a very nice guy, John.
So
John's back on at 5 o'clock.
he's lovely. So you have 3 different sizes. You've got a 4x4, 4x6 and 6x6. And it shows you in the kit how to cut each one up.
Okay.
And then when we put them together, you'll see they make a block. I mean, that's very, very easy.
Yeah.
So what you do is you stitch right sides together, open, right sides together, open, and then the same in the middle, so you actually have the block.
The actual block, yeah.
Once we've got the blocks together, so I'll do another one. And it doesn't look like a lot of fabric, but it goes a long way, because that's only one block and we've got 5 of those. I'm doing the one with the rabbit on.
The rabbit's
I do
very
like the
pretty,
rabbit.
isn't it?
It is cute. Rabbits and owls are very popular.
Oh, are they?
Owls are not for knowledge, as they are over here. They're for forward thinking,
Oh, that's all it is.
looking to the future.
Oh, I like that.
I'll tell you what. The things you learn, if you ever win Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, you need to remember me with one of these.
I will do. I mean, I won't win that.
You never know.
I'll never win.
So all you do with your blocks is you make them up exactly the same,
Yeah.
and then you just turn them round as you're going.
I like it.
So at some stage you're always going to have 2 that are the same.
Yes.
There's not any way you can get out of it, and it does say that in the instructions, just in case people panic.
I see.
So you just keep turning around. So that's 2, that's 4, that's 5. So it's a long table runner.
Yeah.
We use a 1/4-inch seam allowance, which is really nice and easy. That's the one thing I love on my sewing machine. It's got a 1/4-inch foot on it.
Which is
Just measures
just
a
line it
1/4
up,
inch.
doesn't it? Yeah.
But as I say, if it starts doing curves, it gets really upset.
Nice.
So once we've got all of
Another
our panels together, we've got 5 panels, and then we stitch the 5 panels together.
Okay.
Sometimes I don't even change the colour that's on the machine. That's how bad I am at sewing.
And really just carry on.
That's why I don't bring a sewing machine and demonstrate, because I'd show myself up.
Right. Do you like to hand sew when you can then?
Yeah, because I like sashiko.
Yeah.
So any of the kits that we do can be, obviously it's going to take quite a while, but hand sewing's just as good, really.
It is, and it's about the process. Lovely natural looking stitch. And it's been around for, like, is it an ancient craft?
Sashiko's been around for a long, long time.
Yeah.
It was used for fishermen and farmers to join together layers of clothing for warmth. So you put layers together. And then the ladies decided they could make it much nicer. So they started doing the work on it. And if you worked in a farming or fishing community, it was part of your dowry. You had to prove that you could do sashiko stitching.
How interesting.
It was a way of of you keeping the family warm.
Right,
So
okay.
while the guys were outside, you know, in the cold weather, the ladies would be inside getting the stuff ready for
How
the
interesting.
following seasons.
Look, I love this. Like a history lesson now, isn't it?
I'm full of useless information.
No, this is interesting information.
Sometimes I bore myself.
No, this is interesting information. I love it. I love it. I love history. Got a degree in it.
So again, this is taken from my original table runner that I did, and again, this is the old stuff. It's here and here. When I go to Japan, I do buy bundles of this, and it's £800 a bundle, which is about that big.
Right.
I left 3 of those in the back of a taxi
Oh,
the last time I was there. I went, you know when you go cold?
No.
I went cold.
Never seen again, wasn't it?
Got back to the hotel. About an hour later, the taxi driver arrived with his wife
Right.
and a bunch of flowers, and apologised to me for not reminding me I had some packages in the back of the car.
And that was in Japan.
That was in
I
Japan.
was going to say, would you get that in?
I think sometimes you would, but not quite as much as you would.
Yeah.
So I was.
I love this country, don't get me wrong. But,
Yeah, I was very surprised.
But that's...
if you leave anything on a bus, it will be left at the depot.
really?
Cameras, phones, wallets.
They're just decent.
They're decent
Lovely people.
It's lovely, that's why I like it.
I like to go there.
So, I've just said, you know, this Hochanda trip,
Yeah.
I'm sure Hayley will go on.
Yeah, we need to properly chat
we'll
about this. We'll have a proper chat.
So, once you've got your blocks all stitched together, then we make it into equal sized blocks with a sashiko stitch. And you can just do that by eye, or you can actually draw it on with this amazing chalk pencil.
Okay.
So you just use your ruler, draw down your line, and stitch now into grids. So you've got boxes. You can have boxes, you can have long lines, you can have whatever size you like.
However you'd like, yeah.
Once you've got all of that stitched out, remember on this bit we're stitching from the front, so the stitch is a 3 stitch to a 2 gap.
Okay.
Yeah.
3 stitch to a 2
Yeah.
gap.
So remember we said before that if you just draw on this, which isn't finished. So if you stitch on the front of your work, the stitch is longer than the gap. So we're saying a ratio of inches. So it's a 3-inch stitch with a 2-inch gap. 3,
Right.
2, 3, 2. If you work from the reverse, you stitch the gap.
Okay.
Because when you turn it over, the bits you haven't stitched then form the long stitches.
Yeah, right.
So depending on which way you stitch it, from the back it's your short stitch,
Yeah.
and from the front it's your long stitch.
Okay.
So it's up to you. That was the only one I didn't get finished of the new things. That was just at the end of my
the template, the designs.
So the template is in there, but the actual design hasn't been finished. But it's quite a nice
isn't
design,
it?
that one. I mentioned this again that I mentioned this morning. This is a permanent marker, except it isn't.
Okay.
Turns out
So it's not
it says it's 100% permanent on everything.
Right.
But what happens is with this interfacing, this leaches into the interfacing.
Okay.
So it can turn your stitches purple or black
Right.
or whatever colour you've used. So I've now gone on to just using a ballpoint pen because I know it's not going to.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's not so good because if you're using cream stitches, you don't want your cream stitches coming through purple.
No, of course not. No, of course not. And do you know what, you did say you had something to compare embroidery
I do.
effect to this actually.
I'll show you that.
Because the point we're using is
Now I'm going to get you to see.
I
if
can
you
already see.
Fine. Can you see it?
Is it that?
It is.
Yeah.
Get you. Clever thing.
I got that eagle eye, you see, attention to detail. Yeah.
So if we put that on the table. Now this is really, really old.
So
And it's just
the
sample
point
pieces.
of this is to show the traditional thread used for shashiko, which we've got on the show, which sold out earlier, but we've got a bit of stock back, versus your everyday embroidery thread. Is that right?
That's exactly right. So what we get to do in class
it's clearly that's your embroidery thread,
Absolutely.
isn't it?
So if you look at it's very pretty,
Yeah.
but if you look at it, everything else here seems to go upwards,
It does, doesn't it?
and this one seems to go downwards.
It's a bit flat,
It's just flat.
on the eye.
It's pretty, but it's a bit.
Yeah, it
Whereas
is, isn't it?
this is really old and it's all started to open out. You see, it looks like little grains of rice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is much more.
Well, it's nice to sort of feel it's a bit softer, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, this has been washed about 100 times.
But we want to do it traditionally, don't we? We want to do it properly. This is doing it properly, isn't it? If you're going to do it, use it the traditional materials. You can have another look there. So it's this square here, and it is just that square, isn't it?
It's just that square. That's the only one on there.
What a good...
the fabrics, it's done on exactly the same fabric, so I didn't try and trick people by using different fabric or stitching it in differently. But it does absolutely stand out when you look at it.
It makes a huge difference.
When you're looking at it there on the monitor, can you see it looks like it dips down?
Yeah, it's just flat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Colours on as vibrant. I think that's... I'm glad we showed that, you know.
Well remembered, and that's 8 strands of floss. So it's not as if I've only used 2 or 3 bits.
It's in there, isn't it? But you know, if I can spot that, you know, I'm not an expert on this at all. It's just, I mean, it's that obvious, the difference. So try this thread. That's probably why it's absolutely flying. It's sold out early on today, but we've got a bit of stock back. So it's the Shashiko thread set of 5. Details bottom of the screen at £10.99.
Yeah,
good deal, that.
I don't bring any more of that until I go back to Japan now.
Right, okay. So when are you going back? Do we know?
When I'm going back.
How often do you go?
I go middle of March to the middle of April.
Right, okay.
And then I usually have my holiday there. So I have 2 weeks holiday.
Yeah.
Busman's holiday, but it's lovely.
Yeah.
And then I go back November, December. So we're there from March and autumn.
Oh, lovely.
The best of the colours.
And do you have a place you stay regularly over there? Do you sort of travel around?
No, well, what I think is important is when you get to a certain age, you don't want to be backpacking.
Right, yes.
You don't want to be moving hotels.
Join the hostels, are you?
No, I don't.
No, get up.
Stay in one
pub
hotel.
golf and stuff, and well, probably pub golf.
Stay in a hotel, empty your suitcase, and it's there till you leave.
Yeah, that's nice, that, isn't it?
So you don't have to. Even we have an overnight stay in a different place. We go on the Shinkansen bullet train.
Yeah.
To the other side of Japan.
I hear the bullet train is only ever, and you don't quote me on this, I'm fact check me. It's only ever been late once since it's been running, and that was by about 30 seconds or something.
30 seconds is the longest it's ever been late.
Is that so? I am right. Yeah.
Near enough. Yeah.
Near enough.
The longest it's ever been.
That,
unless it's been cancelled for reasons of, you know, the.
But you turn up. Where's the train? Like 30 seconds.
And you get 3 minutes to get on it. So if it arrives, it's no good trying to take photographs of it because by the time the Hello Kitty train's just been brought out, and it's all Hello Kitty. And we saw a young lady get off the train, take the photograph of the Hello Kitty, and as she was taking the photograph, the train was leaving. She's got lovely photographs, but the train was going that way. So you don't have time to mess about.
Her bag was on there as well.
Yes. But you do know that the bag would then be sent up, don't you? Or she would get another ticket to go down and collect it.
Right, of course, yeah.
She wouldn't have lost it.
She would have lost it.
I'll still be there.
But how amazing is that, though, really?
If you go to get a bus and the bus comes at 10 minutes past 10, it comes at 10 minutes past 10.
Right.
So you can plan a journey.
I can't fathom that. I can't
and that's with that number of people. And more people use public transport than they do cars. This is why cars. Because it works. If you live in the middle of nowhere, you know that your train is still going to arrive at the right time.
You know it's going to be there.
And they have heated tracks for the places where it snows a lot, so that it melts the snow.
Really?
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah, and they have all the right type of leaves.
I just wouldn't. I wouldn't be able to relax with that.
We'll have to do the Travel Channel, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. We are. You laugh. Oh, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Anyway.
Right, what were we here doing?
Talk about bullet trains. Excuse me.
And you can sew on the bullet train because it's so smooth.
Yes, no.
Yes. So, what we've done, we've made these squares. Now, I was talking to Yanis this morning. Somebody asked about transferring designs.
Yeah.
3 different ways to transfer designs, and we'll just quickly go through them again. So the first way is to use your, can you see my chalk pen? There it is. Is just to draw your own designs on. So just draw them on and stitch them. Obviously, if you do it this way, you haven't got a stitch length to work with, so you have to just do it by yourself. Some Japanese ladies actually put a little mark on their thumbnail. Yeah. So it will tell you how long your stitch is. The next way to do it is to use interfacing, iron-on interfacing, and this is what I use for everything. Yeah. So what we do with this, you've got to make sure you get it the right way up, because it'll stick to your iron like mad. So you've got a smooth side. Yeah. And you've got a rough side. Okay. Oh, easy. Easy peasy. So this comes in loads of different companies do it. Try and get a good one. Try and get the best you can afford. Yeah. It's the same rule with everything. Get the best you can afford. Yeah. And it will last longer. And all we do with this one is you take your...
Oh, by the way, the most popular option with the tailboard on it is the blue. with blue red. Okay, so we've got 3 different options there. The blue with blue red. You're loving that one. So thanks very much, guys. So it's all the fabric we need for the table runner.
Yes.
Comes with the kits.
And the liner and the outer, the backing.
Yeah.
You get the interface in.
Great value.
So everything's
isn't it?
in there.
Yeah.
So these are the designs that, again, we were talking about this morning. So I'll just show you how to draw these. That's that one you like. So
Like a clamshell, isn't it?
So it's called Segaha, which is the wave. Segaha. And this is hemp.
Okay. Right.
So once you've got your table runner finished...
That's very, like, geometric styles.
So clever.
Isn't that good?
Yeah. So you're going to take your piece of interfacing, cut to the same size as the fabric that you've made. Everybody does it slightly differently. So your fabric, if I say it's going to be 11 by 93, it might be 10 by 92.
92, yeah. I mean, give or take, yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. If you've stitched it a bit shorter, then don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So you take your piece of interfacing, don't iron it onto your fabric just yet. Trace on some extra lines, or you can just trace the lines that you've got on here. So, you know the grid line we've just laid down here? You can actually trace that onto there with a pencil because you can see through it. So it's really easy.
It's good quality, isn't it? You can see that.
So you would just with your...
These threads, by the way, they're, for the second time, approaching limited stock, okay? And that will be it. So there won't be any more extended.
Absolutely it.
Once that's gone, it's gone. So, guys, thanks very much.
So you would do this really neatly, not as I have done. Draw your design on, like so. And then with these patterns, so you can use little bits of those patterns, you can use these ones. These are all the traditional designs.
Right, okay.
So these are the ones that have been going for a long time.
I love it. And can we purchase this as well?
Yes, that's a set of 16 designs that we do.
That is the 16 designs on the show.
We always do them onto really good quality paper. It's not photocopy paper.
Oh, I
it's
see.
170 grams.
Right.
So the idea is to photocopy this again and again and again, shrink it, enlarge it.
You could use extract bits for like a border, couldn't you, on some of these? Yeah.
Another nice thing to do with this is if you're not sure about your colourways that you want to do, print these off just on photocopy paper and just sit with some coloured pens and pencils and just work out your design. Yeah, so don't...
So it repeats accordingly.
Yeah, so don't stress about getting colours right. Just play with them on here. And the strict stitch directions in there, which is one of the last things I want to go through with everybody.
I remember this.
Yeah, because... Do you?
Yeah.
Right.
You sort of stop, sort of keep going, don't you?
Yeah, and you need to tell me where you start and where you finish.
Oh no, I can't remember those bits. No.
So, once you've got your design and you've got your squares or your rectangles or whatever shape you want, I'm going to go back to this is my best pen.
That's just your classic biro?
Yeah, but look, it's got colours
around that. It's been a long time since I've seen one of these.
Isn't it? And I got it, I was so excited.
It's been a long time.
I've got a new computer and I wasn't excited about that as I was about
But your retro pen?
Yeah. So all you're going to do...
It's got a black, red, blue...
Green.
And a green?
Yeah.
Yeah. One pen. Yeah.
I know.
Love it.
Isn't life good? So... in your design, then you're just going to draw out your design onto there, like so. Do it nice and neatly, you know, as they say, not as I do, as I teach. And then once you've got these designs...
That's very straight, Jill. I mean,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Of course it is, Charlie.
How do you...
Don't look too close. It's like I did that this morning before the show.
What?
That's quite straight. That's
it is
quite
straight.
impressive. And anybody who knows me will know that I do not do colour.
Right, okay.
I have red hair, black clothes.
Right,
that's
okay.
it. So for me, that's quite
quite out there. Right.
Yeah. It'll probably come out by the time I've got it. I'll dye it black.
So you always wear black, like black?
Yeah, I buy gorgeous coloured clothes, and then my husband will go, "Oh, that's a nice colour," and the next time he looks, it's been dyed black. I'm just not happy.
No.
I'm colourful on the inside.
Yeah.
I'm plain on the outside.
I know you are. Yeah, it's nice. It's smart, isn't it?
So once we've got that all drawn onto there, we iron it down onto the fabric.
Yeah.
And now all we're doing is we're working through from the back now. So what was the stitch ratio on the back? So if it's 3 to 2 on the front.
3 to 2, 2 to 3.
2 to 3. So what I also get...
Thanks, Molly. Molly helped me out with that one.
What I also get people to do is write onto there, small on back.
Okay.
You're never going to see this, it's going to get covered up and it won't go through to the other side because the fabric's good fabric. So small on back, because there's nothing worse than getting all of this stitched and realising you've got all the wrong stitches.
No, isn't there? Yeah.
So you don't just have to do in the individual squares, you can enlarge them out into bigger ones. If you see on the table runner there.
Here, yeah.
Yeah, you can do small ones, big ones. Don't always plan it out. Sometimes just go for it.
Just go for freestyle a bit, yeah.
Yeah, just go for it.
Nice.
So it doesn't matter what you do with that, you can't go wrong.
Is it easy to space it out consistently then, I suppose?
Yeah, it's mine are not always perfect, but then as I always say, there is no such thing as a sashiko police.
No.
If you're enjoying it,
Well, you don't know me that well, then, do you? I've spotted one here, which is ever so slightly off.
You just be quite a few with you. Go for it. But it's about the finished item, and most people who are looking at it, you will notice all of your mistakes. It's the same with any craft. If you paint, you'll notice it. With this, nobody will ever notice till you point it out. Yeah, exactly. But once you've pointed it out, they'll never forget it.
It is, yes.
So don't point it out.
Just that bit there.
Don't go there.
Jill, it's perfect.
Don't go there.
Honestly, it's lovely being surrounded by this. Shall I do a quick recap?
Yes.
Is that a good idea?
Yeah, I'll do some drawing on here.
40 minutes in already, I can't believe it.
Really?
Don't forget, I know, right? By the way, if you really want to get into the sashiko, we have got a starter kit for you. It's ideal. So, as you've got the beautiful threads, in embroidery, this traditional thread used for this craft. You can see it opens out slightly over time. So this is it. Right now, then, we have got the £70.99. This is the 042182. This is the starter kit. Very smart. Now, this is the Segaha option. The next one we got, right, Asanoha.
Asanoha? Yeah,
Asanoha. That's the hemp one. But I'm getting there. Right, there we go. 042182. Asanoha. Love it. There we go. Right, now we got more threads for you, but we have got the bags. Right, now we are very limited on both options. Hello. Right, okay. So basically, you choose which colours you want, and you make this bag here. This is very smart. It's blue with blue or blue with red. Okay, versus the outer fabric and the lining. So. Very, very pretty. Very traditional bags in Japan too. So this opens out easily. You get a little stabilisation there too. So this could be something to keep by your sewing machine as well. You know, if you've got a little craft caddy there. But as you get the actual cord and the little buckles there as well, and the beads. So that is traditional. It's very, very smart indeed. So maybe a little bag, something to keep next to you on the train. You know, like all those little bits and pieces. It's great. £24.49. Whichever fabric would you like? This is proper traditional Japanese fabric, and it's not made to look like it in the UK. It's actually from Japan. You know, again, it's at 822293. Now, next up we got here. Have we got any of this left? Right. This sold out earlier on. We've got a bit of stock back. It's on extended delivery, but it is now very limited stock. Now, you don't wait that much longer. I think it's the 22nd, I think it is. Sorry, I beg your pardon. The 24th of June will be dispatched from. Okay, so it's not that much longer to wait, but the point is, we're got it in stock, folks. That is very pretty. But you know, we showed you that quilt there of the difference. In fact, you know what, I'm going to go and get it. Stay right there. I'm going to go and get it because it really does make a difference. You can think, oh, we got some embroidery with thread. I can just, you know, repeat the designs. And yeah, you can to some degree. But you will see a difference here. Now, I don't think I saw it last time, this quilt. This, you can see all this bit, it opens up gradually over time, always gets a little bit more worn with age, that's tradition. And then this bit here, so just this square here is used with just the old standard embroidery thread. Can we see the difference? It's sort of brought to life a little bit more. This traditional, that looks a bit flat, looks like it goes in, but this, like a grain of rice, that's also what this stitch is sometimes known as. This is literally, excuse the pun, hanging on by a thread, this material now. £10.99. So this is doing it properly. This is like the tradition, you see. So there you go. I'm going to carefully put that down there, move this out of the way, and leave that and move down because that is going to go. Now, we have got more here. We've got some beautiful designs. We've got some oranges, got some blues. This is a pack of 8 as well. So there you go, 704 888. It's £9.99. You've got the reds and the oranges, the blues, all mixed. Okay. Now this is borrow fabric. Okay, so traditional fabrics, and they do feel different in weight as well. So slightly different materials, but they are very smart. Oh, the threads have gone, by the way, folks. Just to let you know, thank you very much. They have sold out for the second time today. That is very pretty. Isn't that beautiful? Very traditional piece there. So again, if you like it, I would be fast now. £9.99. You may get that piece, you may get something completely different. But again, it's a little lucky dip, but you do know you're going to get the value. So 8 pieces for £9.99. It's real Japanese fabric. I love this. Now, we've also got real Japanese fabric in this particular piece too. This is very traditional in style as well in appearance. Now, the first option here is the most popular. They are all nice. I mean, I would really struggle to make a decision. I probably would pick this piece because I absolutely adore this particular piece of fabric. That is very smart, folks. So there you go. You get everything you need to make these beautiful, beautiful table runners. So £24.99, 517746. This is blue with blue red. Next we got blue with beige, which is very smart. I love that. The blue with beige. That is very smart. Gorgeous piece. And then the next one we got 517749. The next one we got is the rabbits cream with brown. So there you go, folks. Lots of fabric there to make the beautiful table runner. The front, the back, the bit goes down the side. All of it comes together. £24.99. Again, you got plenty of this is the proper. This isn't that any embroidery. This is that proper sashiko thread that they use traditionally with this kit. So it's going to look proper. It's going to look properly done. Have a look on our website. We've got lots more designs right here. Don't forget, if you've bought something, we're working out winners as we speak, and we'll announce the winner very shortly of what's in the box. So one of you is going to be winning a prize soon, so stay tuned to hear. It might be you. Right.
I'm feeling quite happy. I'm just...
You're feeling quite happy then,
doing lines. So, yeah, just draw lines on it. Draw lines on it, and then finish stitching.
I see.
Yeah, so you've got the underneath pattern, which is not in the same position as your top pattern.
Yes.
So it just gives it a lot of dimension. It just looks really, really nice, and have fun with it.
Okay.
Right, so we got that. One of the things that everybody asks every time I come on and I get emails is direction of stitch, and that's the key thing.
Right, this is it, isn't it? Okay.
So I'm going to use this one as an example.
Right.
So remember what this one's called?
No, it was not the hemp.
Yeah, hemp.
Hemp.
Asanoha.
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 So it does go in.
God, I tell you what. Good, aren't you?
It does go in. You are.
Right. So let's just find...
We've got various different patterns, various different bundles for you. You've got books as well, just with patterns. So like a little template that you can then go over and stitch on. So you've got various different templates.
Oh, I'm going to be really naughty and draw on this.
Jill, Rebel.
No, Rebel without a clue.
Yeah.
Right. So, if you do any stitching at all?
Yeah.
A little bit. So if you threaded your needle up and you're going to stick your needle into this pattern, where would you put the needle?
There.
There. And then you're going to go...
Is that right?
Yeah, then you're going to go down here, yeah.
Yeah.
And then where are you going to go?
Then you sort of...
Then you go over here a bit.
Up here.
And then sort of around there and up there.
Yeah.
But what happens if you do that? You miss great swathes of pattern.
You do.
So it's all about learning directions of stitch.
Right.
The first thing we do when we start with sashiko is if you have your piece of fabric, you use your 1/4 inch hem, you know, your seam on your sewing machine, and you would put a 1/4 inch hem, any colour, it doesn't make any difference what it is, around the edge like so, with a sewing machine. You can hand sew if you want, but obviously sewing machine's faster. So this is doing one of two things. If you stitch all the way to the edge of the design that you've made, or even on a piece like this, can be over 150 extra stitches into your hem. So that's wasted time and it's wasted thread.
It is, yeah, of course.
So I'm from Yorkshire.
Right.
We don't do waste.
We don't do waste, do we?
We don't do waste. So that stops you stitching where you don't need to stitch. And also what it does is stabilises the edges of your fabric, so it's not going to fray as you're stitching. And you know to stop there. If you put this into anything, if you put it into a table runner or a bag or a piece of clothing, you're always going to have a 1/4 inch seam allowance on it. So you don't need to, you don't need to think about it now. So I tend to do that in usually a bright white or a red. So it just stops me going over the edges.
I see.
There's some pieces where you get 1/4 of a metre and it's got so much design on. There's over 300 extra stitches that you don't do.
I see.
It saves a lot of time.
Do people do this on like denim jackets and things?
Oh, it looks fabulous on that shirt. Would look amazing.
It wouldn't.
Yeah, get a bit of. So don't do what one of my ladies
Next time,
did.
do a bit, cheeky bit
I can do it for you.
Shashko?
Yeah, no problem. Lady was stitching.
You can do a sleeve now if you want.
She stitched herself to her jeans.
Oh really?
Yeah, so she was quite happily stitching away, and when she stood up, her jeans were attached to a piece of fabric. I'll get some amazing ladies on my classes. So the thing with this is learning how to do it in the right direction. So you take a ruler or a piece of paper, something that's straight, and you look for a diagonal corner. So that's not a diagonal corner. That is, and that is. So you can go left to right or right to left. It doesn't matter if you're left-handed, right-handed. Makes no difference. So we're going to start here.
Between the diagonal corners, yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to start on this diagonal corner here. So we're going to stitch along, and I'm just going to draw straight across. We're going to stitch along to there. The next thing we need to find is a row that matches this. It's like maths now, isn't it?
I know, I'm getting a bit worried.
So
now.
you switched off no maths, I can't.
A-level maths.
Did you?
No, sorry, GCSE or
Oh, I was
A-level, yeah,
going to be seriously impressed there.
Scrape to see. I was very proud.
Tell you what, could have been worse.
Yeah.
Not much.
No.
Could
Could have had to have retaken it, yeah.
So we've got our line, and what we do with the ruler is you work it up parallel to find out the next line, and it's this one here.
Well, if I had a question coming from Sue, I think it was. Yeah, Sue, thanks very much. How much fabric roughly do we get in the starter kit?
The starter kit, you get 3 10x10 squares.
Right, okay.
It's pre-printed in 3 different disciplines, so it teaches you all the different disciplines.
I see.
And there's full instructions in there. That won't in itself make a bag,
Yeah.
but it will make the front of 3 cushions or the front of 3 handbags or
Yeah.
3 parts to make a table runner.
Well, speaking of which, we do it quite a lot in the table runner. They're also asking as well, don't we? Yeah. So you get a lot of fabric in the table runner too.
Yeah, you get a lot of fabric.
And this is the actual length then, is it?
Yeah.
So, although it's slightly different design, because this is yours, to give you an idea, so this is the size.
It's a good length, yeah.
It's fairly sizable, that,
It's
isn't
a
it?
good length, yeah.
There we go. It's all right.
And remember, this one is done with just backing cotton. The one in the kit is linen.
Linen, so it's really, really smart.
Yeah.
There you go, so Sue, thanks for your questions. Really useful questions. I'm sure other people are thinking that too. And any more, email us in. Thanks very much.
People always say, oh, I've got a daft question. I said to Yanis,
No
it's not
such
a daft
thing.
question. If you don't know the answer,
No, I've asked loads already, haven't I?
why would it be daft?
Exactly.
So we're going to start here, okay? So we'll start in this position. We're going to go up here. So you're going to go up to there, and you get to here. Now what we need to do is we need to get our next line, which is this one, right? Because it's parallel. So to get from here to here, it's obviously a long way.
Yeah.
So what we do is called a bridging stitch, by which we go underneath the fabric, up into your fabric and back down.
Okay.
So that represents one stitch.
A bridging stitch.
If I do that, that represents the stitch that's underneath.
Right.
So you go underneath, you come up into the middle, you go underneath, and then you come back up here, and then you're going to go in this direction. That's not part of your pattern, is it?
No.
That bit there. So what do you think we do with it?
Under the blind.
Underneath.
Oh right. Okay.
You don't, because it's not overly long, you don't need to put any stitches into your surface.
Underneath.
Just go underneath. Bridging stitches, it's really important you don't make them taut like this. You leave a little bit of extra thread in it.
Typically a bit of give, yeah.
If you make a mistake down here and it's really tight, you've got all them extra 1 stitches that you've saved all the way
Right,
along.
it's like little pockets.
Yeah. So come on then, we're going to get you to
I
do the
think we'll
next
probably
line.
go up there, is
But now would you?
it? No.
Is that a parallel line? No. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the next parallel line. So you see, you didn't think maths could be...
Right. Oh, so you would go up there, yeah.
So what we're going to do to get from there to there?
You're going to do a bridging stitch.
Bridging stitch. So underneath halfway, 1 stitch into your hem and halfway. So now we're coming in this direction.
Yeah.
And now it becomes really easy, look.
Alright, I see.
So you can see that
So
if we...
the idea is, because
not
you
too
could
much
just
then.
do little bits here, then a little bit there, but this is the traditional way of doing it, because it's about the flow.
It's all about tension as well.
Right, okay.
If you do all in one area, the tension there can get really tight.
Of course.
And that can get really slack. But what we're doing is we're tensioning it all the way across as we're doing it.
Yeah, yeah.
So then we go to our next set of lines. Oh, you can design this with any colours and patterns you want, but this is the traditional way to do it. So, choose me a line, and we'll show you where to.
What, anyone?
Any line you fancy.
Down this one.
That one. So we go to the furthest corner.
Yeah.
And find a parallel, find a diagonal.
Yeah.
It's that one there.
Yeah.
So where's the next one to this one?
That one.
Yeah, tell you what. So because that's a really long distance, all we do
bridging stitches
is
there.
we break it up into more
3.
bridging stitch. You can do as many as you like. It's in your hem. You're never going to see it.
Okay.
Oh, I tell you what, you're good. And then we're going to go down there. Then we're going to go over there. So can you see how we hit every single stitch?
So it's to give more consistent tension, isn't it?
It's that, and also not, because there's nothing worse than getting finished and you realise you've got 4 stitches there you've missed out.
Yeah.
Because you've forgotten it.
Oh no, annoying.
Yeah. Another thing you can do with this is on some of them they have. I have a design on the table run at the square we had, where these we've used as centres to look a bit like flowers. So all we're going to do with that one is we're going to fill in all of the flower.
Yes.
And then we're going to move, this is before we've stitched anything, then we're going to move to the next one.
Okay.
Then we're going to move to the next one. Yeah. And you just move around doing the flowers. So your first thing you do is all of the centres.
Okay.
And then you fill the rest in. Traditionally, what we would have to do is we'd have to come down here. We get to in, we've got to miss that one out.
Yeah, okay.
Life doesn't work like that.
No.
Because you're watching telly and you're chatting, and then
if
by the you've filled it all in, looks great until you want centres. So with centres are always done first.
Okay.
Okay. So that makes sense about directions.
Yeah.
So if you take that onto something like that one, you can now look at that pattern and you know exactly how to tackle it. So you'd go for the obvious straight lines first, which would be these ones, up to there, down to there, up to there. Yeah, so now any pattern that you look at,
and then the wavy ones, you do the same thing.
Yeah, wavy ones work exactly the same. This one's slightly different, the one that you like the best.
Well, we'll have a quick look at this.
Very, very quickly. Anything you do with Segaha, which is the waves, you always start from the bottom.
Yes.
The reason being is those stitches there don't belong to you if you're doing them in different colours. If you start from there, so just quickly, so we're going to go over.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So if you stitch that in and you come to there and you stitch those in, you might have wanted to do that row a different colour.
Yeah, of course.
They don't belong to you.
They don't belong.
Start at the bottom.
Start at the
and
bottom.
It always belongs to you.
I like it.
There you go.
You know what? It's just doing things properly, isn't it? I love it. Have a look on our website if you can do. Various different kits there. During the night, we're going to go to the boxes and release the prize. We'll announce our winner. So if you are new to this event, we launched it yesterday at 6 o'clock. So every live show from then, from now, today, and until Tuesday, the 18th of June, apart from Good Evening Hochanda and Good Morning Hochanda, there'll be a winner announced. Okay, so it's going to be great value for money. We've got some great bundles for you. The prizes vary between £10 worth to £50 worth. So again, if you would like to get involved, follow the conditions on our website, hochanda.com. However, you can give us a call. Now, we have announced our winner. We have got a winner ready to go. And the lady is Sharon. Sharon, thank you very much, dear. Congratulations, Sharon Robinson. Now, Sharon couldn't call us, so Sharon's actually picked the letter. So there's a prize in there, prize in there, prize in there. Sharon has actually picked C. Sharon, thank you very much. Have a look. Let's have a look, Jill. Oh,
she still didn't get the main prize.
But you got a good one, though. You got a good one. We've got some Japanese candle cups.
Yep,
very nice.
Japanese paper.
Very nice here. Oh, there we go.
These are really nice. These are made with silk cocoons.
Silk cocoons.
And there's 2 brooches, so it's 2 different colours.
That's impressive, isn't it? That's a good bundle.
It's quite a nice prize, that one.
Right, Sharon, there you go. That will be delivered straight to your door. Jill, just so you know, if you're curious like me, let's have a quick look what's in the other boxes as well. If you chose C, there is the book. Jill, we'll whiz through. We've got a minute left. That is your new book.
I get to keep that now because I haven't got a copy.
I get to have a good read through that, actually. I'm very excited. Got some fabric there, and we've got the more candle cuffs. So that was one prize in there. We can have a good look through that book, but we know that's going to be here soon. That's going to be
the
a
last one was silk tassels.
The last one was the silk.
That was the smallest
Some
one.
silk tassels. So there we are. Don't worry, you have got like the medium-sized prize.
Medium-sized prize.
I think, Sharon, that's a good deal. So you got all of these arriving to your door. We're going to be in touch, make the necessary arrangements, and that's it. Thanks very much, guys. Jill, thank you, my friend.
My pleasure.
Thanks for the sushi and for the show today. It's been absolutely brilliant, and we'll see you in about a month's time, won't we?
Yep.
We'll see you then.
I've got some interesting things coming up.
Interesting
I'm going
things.
back to what I very started with.
We're going back to your roots.
I'm going back to my roots.
I like this. That book looks beautiful, by the way. Jill, thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure for me too. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you live after the break. We've got Anna with Hayley, and I'm launching a brand new One Day special in a couple of hours with Charmaine. You don't want to miss that.
Hello, my name's Catherine Sturrock, and I bring to Hochanda my sugar button designs. I work in collaboration with Katie Sue Designs, who bring to Hochanda some fantastic moulds. Sugar button designs are the whimsical characters which I create. They were created first by hand, and then Katie Sue did their magic and turned them into silicone moulds, which are used widely in the cake decorating and the crafting area. I tend to use air dry clay with the moulds, and there are many different designs, from garden snail through to a fairy through to animals. Hopefully from our range, everyone of all ages and all abilities will find something that will suit them and maybe start a new craft. So I hope you can watch out for Sugar Buttons and Katie Sue Designs on Hochanda.
Hello, I'm Robert Adams from Paper Crafts, and I've been designing products for crafters for over 15 years. I really enjoy making cards, and I hoped that I can bring you projects that will be inspirational to make. I'm really excited as the designer to bring you a product that I know will look fantastic, but is simple and easy to make. And they also come with comprehensive instructions, so you're never going to get lost in the making process. As a designer and a crafter, I take pride in being in control of all of the processes, and also using the best quality materials in everything that we make and design. I hope you can join me on Hochanda for future shows, where I'll be launching our latest products.
Hi, I'm Katrina from Rowing Dean. We're a small family business that design embroidery kits. Embroidery has always been my passion, and I'd love to show you how to do some of the stitches and some of the kits. We're based in Derbyshire, and I'm really inspired by the landscape and flora of Derbyshire, and I think other people will be too. Our kits are really easy, and I hope they inspire you to have a go at stitching. Since we've been on Hochanda, we've had a great time. Everybody's been really friendly and really good. We've met loads of people all around the country who watch Hochanda and find it really inspiring. Don't forget to join me on my Rowing Dean shows on Hochanda.
You wake up, doesn't it, that music? Yeah. Now, of course, you couldn't have failed to have seen that. We are in the midst of our What's in the Box celebration. We've got all sorts of goodies coming up for you. And if you place your order within the first 40 minutes of this hour, this first live hour, no, it's not your first live hour today, Andy. Second. Here at second, yes. Then you will get entered into a prize draw. Now, we've got 3 prizes that one person will have a choice of. All they need to do is choose a letter from A, B or C. Now, you can come through through to us here live at the studio and pick your letter live on air, which obviously will open your box, let you know what you've won. Or if you're feeling a little bit shy and you don't want it, then we will check with you off air which box you would like to be open. Just keep an eye, keep an ear on your phone, because you might find that the phone goes about 10 to the hour, but you have to place your order in the first 40 minutes. Now, I think we're going to have a busy hour, because you can see the details on your screen already. For our first item, we're looking at £9.99. Have you seen that description? You are getting 10 fabulous craft box products. It's random, so we don't know exactly what you're going to get, which I think adds to that excitement. But Anna, I'm looking at that price, and £9.99.
I know. It's not the first time we're doing this.
Okay.
Every time we got such a lovely feedback, and I think kind of works both ways, because you know, like any business, we kind of move on quite quickly with new products, and sometimes we just have something left over from either our boxes, our collections, etc., or we have like printing error paper pads, which we brought in last time. So what we do, we just bundle it all together in this fantastic price bundle, and then we bring it here to Hochanda, which is so exciting.
So I'm going to break you down now. So let's have a little look. What sort of prices would we normally be paying for the items that we're looking at here?
Well, if you think about it, if you look at those products, have a look at the stamp. This is A7 size stamp. So you're looking at, and this is exclusively designed for us. So you're looking at just this around £5.50.
Wow. So that's more than half of the price of the bundle.
And that's one product.
And that is a fabulous stamp.
I know, this has been exclusively designed for us. We do have quite a few of those. Let's have a look. In this particular bundle, so it happens, because it's completely random, we do try to kind of mix and match things, but we have another stamp set. Say, I know these were £9.99, but say just like, say for the sake of adding up, it would be another £5. So we have that.
So that already, those two items together, they are going over that £9.99 price. So everything else is then